Hey there, everybody. New studio, new intro. I'm just here to remind you guys before you listen to today's episode, make sure you follow the show and subscribe wherever you listen. If you watch the show on YouTube, make sure you subscribe there, you comment, you like, and you share. Also, follow my social media, all of it, both Instagrams, my Twitter, follow it all. Your life is to be consumed by my life. Tell everybody that you know about me. Start conversations with the fact that the Smoking Simian is your favorite podcast. Bombard everyone that you know and love with the Smoking Simian. Send them links day in and day out of my show, of the episodes, of my posts. Get thrown out of your house because the only thing that you care about is the Smoking Simian. Do it. Enjoy today's episode. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Thank y'all for turning me on yet again. You guys always turn me on. You turn me on from miles and miles away around the globe. You guys can't help but turn me on. I am turned on right now by you in your car. You're driving and you turn me on. You guys didn't even know it. But again, thank y'all for showing up, tuning in, whatever the fuck. So some of you guys may have heard of Grindr, the dating app, the gay dating app. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's nothing wrong with the app. It's not gay. Not that being gay is wrong, but it's an app for gay folks to date. How about that? Did I hurt anybody's feelings there? I apologize. No, it's a gay dating app for it's like Tinder. It's the same shit. You swipe, you tell people things. You write stupid little witty bios. Just a side note. Tinder never worked for me once. It might be because I'm a disgusting heathen of a person with a big pig nose and a fucking pube-like beard. And I understand, but on Tinder, you put your best things. You put your best foot forward on Tinder. I got all my good pictures where I look decent. But where I would fault was when we'd share like Snapchats or something. And it would be, they'd be like, holy fuck, this guy looks like a taxi driver. This man looks like he's going to follow me in an alley and not even kill me, just berate me about things. And they're probably right. They're probably right about that. But I never had any success on Tinder. I know a lot of people that did. And I have no use for Tinder now. I love my lady. But people like it. People like using it. People enjoy knowing the bare minimum about the person that they want to fuck, right? Normally, in everyday life, if there was never Tinder, one night stands and that type of thing are a thing because you don't know anything about the person. You guys were drunk. You guys were whatever, having a good time. Then you have the one night stand. You guys got each other off. And that's it, right? That was it. You guys did your thing. And people like that. People enjoy that. So there's a lot of these apps, Tinder, Bumble. There's probably other ones that I don't fucking know about. Dating apps. I remember being a kid in summer camp. And I had a camp counselor say, if I ever have to go on eHarmony or one of these online dating sites, just put a bullet in my head. Just kill me because I don't deserve anybody because I'm online trying to meet people. Who would have thought that nowadays is that's the premier way to meet people? I don't know anybody that met a person on Tinder and they're in a relationship now. I don't. I mean, maybe I'm sure they exist. I'm sure there's plenty of them. They have very happy relationships, but it's not even marketed that way, right? When I was a kid, they used to have the eHarmony commercials, right? Bam, 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 ba-da-da. Old people dancing in the sun. Yeah, find love. There was that white guy that looked like he could be a pedophile, which he probably was, right? He wishes that there was a child choice on eHarmony. I'm kidding. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. But he did look kind of weird. He looked strange. He looked like a priest, He looked like a priest with a suit on. But yeah, I mean, it was marketed where it was like, find love, That was like, I remember that as a kid. That was a thing. eHarmony was the big one. There might have been a couple other ones that I can't think of at the moment. But then it started to get out of hand, and they got really, really specific. Like, then they started to get real into demographics. Christian mingle, right? That's a big one. There's one for farmers, right? Meet your farmer lady. You guys can tag team a goat in your barn. Meet a lovely cattle ranching man who won't beat you, but he'll brand your children. Meet him on farmersmeat.com, whatever the fuck it is. And it started to get a little out of hand. It started to get real specific, and then now we live in the age where everybody does everything online. It would be weird. You would be looked at as a weird motherfucker to meet somebody in a bar and speak to them, or in a public place, whatever, and speak to them, and then, God forbid you get to know them, right? God forbid you guys sit together for an hour in a place and get to know each other, and whatever. Oof, good God. I remember being a kid and being like, wow, going to talk to a lady is so... I'm talking about like a kid, like, middle school, maybe even high school. It's like, oh man, it's so nerve-wracking. And now it's almost, they've gotten rid of it. They've gotten rid of meeting a person that you would like to be in a relationship with or want to have sex with or whatever the fucking case is. They've gotten rid of that altogether, and they've expedited the process. They shrunk it right down, streamlined it. That's the word I'm looking for. They streamlined the process to an app that I thought I wasn't recording. That would have sucked. You would have missed all those gems. They streamlined it to an app where you can look at 6 pictures of a person and then determine if you want to go inside of them or have them inside of you. And all you got to do is swipe. All you got to do is move your finger just like this. Whoop. Look at that. Easy. Beep. Or to the left. Oh, God. Oh, she's gross. He's disgusting. Very, very easy to judge people now. We love to judge. We love it. We love to judge. I do it all the time. I do it for comedic purposes, but sometimes I do it just because I'm angry. Right? I'm not racist. I'm none of those things. But I do like shitting on people for their tendencies. I like to group people together based on how they act and what they do. That makes me... If there's a loud group of people over there, it doesn't matter what color they are, what race they are. It's just annoying the fuck out of me. Like the other day, I was at the laundromat. I actually spoke about this already. I don't need to talk about it again. But this woman's voice was just piercing through my ears. Piercing. Just, And, I wanted to set the place on fire. Board up the exits, and sit outside and watch and listen and hear if the shrill of her voice was similar to her normal voice when she was talking. That I would have listened to. But we like to judge. That's the point. We like to judge. And Tinder and Bumble and Grindr and all these apps have made it very, very easy for us to judge on pretty much nothing. Right? Pretty much nothing. You get a bio of like 500 words, which you either put all your time into to try and get people to understand you, which good fucking luck. In 500 words, I don't think there's a person on the planet that you could understand in 500 words, understand who they are, especially someone that you might want to be with. And then you got pictures, you got little interests that you could pick. I like hiking. I like sitting on fucking bananas, facing upward. Like I don't know. It's a weird culture. It is a very weird culture. But the whole point to me bringing all this up is Grindr is in the news currently because they sold millions of users' data. Now, I got the article right here. You guys know I'm fucking prepared. Gay dating app, Grindr. Whoa. I don't think it's fair we call the app gay. All right? Let's be nice here. Gay dating app Grindr sold data about millions of users' movements. Grindr users who opted into location tracking so they could meet nearby people We're uploading real-time location data to the app. Imagine years ago, you just told a bunch of people you didn't know, a bunch of people you did not know where you were all the time. That's what these apps do, right? They track us. They let us know where we are so we can get ads. We get ads. They sell our information. And it's funny that at this point, it's not even like this is a news story, but nobody cares. Everyone knows. Everyone knows that's what these apps are doing. I'm actually, now that I'm sitting here talking about it, I actually think that it is a waste of time to even bring this up. Because, I mean, what app isn't selling their users' information? Tell me that. What app isn't tracking where we are when we're not in the app? And I don't mean physically, I mean what else we're doing on our phones. What app isn't doing that? I'd like to find one. I'd be hard-pressed to find one of those. Because they all, I mean, maybe there are, and I'm just speaking ignorantly right now. But we get ads on everything. We get ads on absolutely everything. Facebook, right? Facebook, the biggest fucking social media in the world. Nobody cares that their shit is being sold because it allows everyone to have a voice. It allows your fucking loony bin aunt to go on there and say, why is our president not allowed to speak? Why is nobody upset about it? I want to know. I want to know why our president can't answer questions and why our last president was kicked out for doing the right thing. That's what I want. Let me know in my status. Let me know in the comments of my status. And then they like to argue with the rest of your family or their coworkers, and they go back and forth. People like to post pictures of their dog dressed as an elf on Christmas. People like that. They don't mind that their information is being sold. They don't mind that their very existence is being commodified. They don't care. They don't care because it's fun. Everybody's doing it. Not everybody is on Grindr. Half of the planet's population, there's like 8 billion people on the planet. There's 4 billion people that use Facebook. There are. Half of the planet is on Facebook, talking about nonsense, spewing bullshit. I mean, okay, a lot of those are bots, right? But there's still somebody who had to make the bot, or the bots. A lot of them are burner accounts. There's still someone behind the burner account. There are billions of people. Even if it was 1 billion people, it's probably still more people that use that than use Grindr or Tinder, right? And those apps are very specific. Facebook, you can do anything. You can put a video of your kids making a gingerbread house because you know everybody wants to watch it. Cindy and Jared, look at them. Look how nice they are sitting at the table, and we made delicious gingerbread houses that we're going to eat, soon, but we wanted to take a picture. And then as soon as they cut it off, the two kids are at each other's throats, or they're playing on fucking Oculuses. They haven't been outside in fucking 6 weeks, right? It's just, it's a great place. My point is if you have a facade big enough and entertaining enough, that's what's important, entertaining enough to keep people ignorant to the fact that they are literally being bought and sold every day. And I'm a part of this. I'm not trying to say that I'm on the outskirts. No. I have all kinds of social media. I spend all day on my fucking phone like a sheep. I do. I try to limit it, but it's fucking hard. It is hard. Especially when I'm trying to, make this fucking stupid show pop off, and I'm trying to be a comedian, and I'm doing all this shit. I gotta be on social media. Not as much as I am, but I have to be on it in some capacity. And then we all pick and choose which ones we like, which social media. Like, I don't like Facebook. I don't like Facebook for those reasons that I just said. Because on one side, you have, your family and your coworkers' family, and they're posting, it's Monday, stay away from me till I have my coffee. Or they have some fucking stupid thing that they want to take a picture of. Look at my lawn. I just cut my lawn. Look at this. Saturday's work done. Sitting back with a Miller High Life. Ha ha, this is good. Feet up. Life is good. My lawn is trimmed and I can drink now. Now I can drink and I can watch the game and I can be left alone for my family. Yeah. They like to post that. That's one part. And then the other part is people with radically uninformed opinions on important shit, right? And you can argue that I do some of that shit on here too, but I try to be as accurate as I can. I try to look up articles that aren't biased. That's why I use Roca News. I try to speak in an informed way, and it doesn't always happen that way, right? I'm not fucking perfect. But I have intent with my speech, and a lot of people have intent with their speech. A lot of people have intent with their word. And just because, I swear to God, Pomona, California, if you keep fucking with me, I've been getting a call from Pomona, California I've been blocking and they've been calling me from different numbers. I should have answered it. I should have answered it on here. If they call again, we'll answer it. Where the fuck was I? Yeah, people don't care to have an informed opinion. They just want to have an opinion, which is fine. You don't always need to have an informed. You can just say stupid shit. That's what Facebook is for. But I want no part of it, right? That's what social media is for. Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I use Instagram and Twitter. I like them both. I'm on a Twitter kick recently. I've been tweeting a lot. I've been fucking around on Twitter. Twitter's cool. It is, especially with Elon, I guess, running the show now because it's so different. It will be. That's just me being a fucking a cynic, but it will be. I'm sure it'll be different. But Facebook, I'm not a fan of it. I am not a fan of it. I haven't used it at all since I started this podcast. I haven't used it in years. And eventually I'll go on there and I'll post something to say that I'm doing a podcast, to say that I'm a comedian, whatever, just to tap into that market. But I don't plan on using it very much. I don't like it. I think it's a breeding ground for stupidity. It's filled with it's either boomers or conspiracy theorist guys that live in their fucking basement. It's QAnon. It's all this shit. And I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in it. All that being said, though, people are blind. They turn a blind eye to the fact that they are boxes on a shelf. I think that's the best way to put it. They're boxes on a shelf waiting to be sold. And they have no problem with it. Now, this brings me back to this article. Grindr is now in hot water because the app in turn sold the data of where people are. It says about where people hanging out, living, and working to advertisers who served users hyper-local ads, including for nearby bars, hotels, and restaurants. I mean, if you're on a dating app, those are the places you're going to go, right? You're going to go to those places, bars and hotels and restaurants. So, it's a stream, now that I'm reading it, it's not that bad, right? It's not terrible. You're going to go to those places, you might as well get an ad, right? Oh, wow, me and Gerald are going to, we're going to have a great time at the Dog Shit's Bar, right? Look at Dog Shit's Bar. Look at this ad. It just came up. Wow, they have cheesy tots. Cheesy tots. At Dog Shit's Bar, my favorite place. Who would have thought? Thank God Grindr's selling our information. Thank God they're selling our information. The news led to concerns over being outed or blackmailed. Grindr said it no longer sells this data and never did in places where being gay is illegal. Now, see, they're admitting to it, basically, right? We sold it, but we didn't, we never did it to places where it was illegal to be gay. We didn't empower people who were gay in places where it wasn't allowed. We didn't do that. No. We did not help people mingle together in places where they weren't allowed to. No, we didn't. We wouldn't want to start anything like that. I want to look up places where it is illegal to be gay. I know Russia is a big one. They don't like. They don't like Russia. Map of countries that criminalize LGBT people. This is the HumanDignityTrust.com. So I guess there are 71 jurisdictions criminalize private, consensual, same-sex sexual activity. The majority of these jurisdictions explicitly criminalize sex between men via sodomy, buggery, and unnatural offenses. Laws almost half of them are Commonwealth jurisdictions. 43 jurisdictions criminalize private, consensual, sexual activity between women using laws against lesbianism, sexual relations with a person of the same sex, and gross indecency. Even in jurisdictions that do not explicitly criminalize women, lesbians and bisexual women have been subject to arrest or threat of arrest. 11 jurisdictions in which the death penalty is imposed, or at least a possibility for private, consensual, same-sex sexual activity. At least 6 of these implement the death penalty. Okay. Iran, Northern Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, and Yemen. And the death penalty is a legal possibility in Afghanistan, Brunei, Mauritania, Pakistan, Qatar, and UAE. Now, a lot of those countries are Muslim, Muslim-dominant countries. Like, that's the major religion. I mean, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say Muslim. Islam. They, which is if I remember correctly, it's the biggest religion in the world. Now, after reading that, I mean, it's reinforced my contempt for religion as a whole, right? I mean, maybe somewhere in the Quran it says that being gay is warrants being killed. You know, I mean, it's a completely different culture. I have no fucking clue. It's a terrible ideal, but the fact that people are so willing to just accept some shit that some guy wrote in a book who's probably high as fuck. Right? A lot of these guys, I mean, especially in those Islamic countries, they love opium. We love opium too, but we synthesize it, we put it in pills, and we give it to kids. So that they grow up on it. Over there, they smoke it, right? They just smoke it straight, and it's good, right? It's the good opium. It's the unprocessed, non-synthesized, or chemically fucking fucked with opium. It's the good shit. You mean to tell me that a man who, I mean in the Bible too, I'm going to use the Bible as a reference here because I don't know what goes on in the Quran or any of that stuff, but some of the stories in the Bible, you got to be high as fuck to come up with them. My God. I mean, I can't even think of one. A guy that came around and was able to change water to wine. Are you sure you didn't eat some mushrooms or something, buddy, before that happened and you drank the water and you were like, whoa, this tastes like grapes. This tastes like alcohol. That guy did it. That guy with the long hair and the abs. He did it. Look what he's doing. Oh my God, he put his hand on that blind guy's head and he can see now. Look at that other guy, the lame. He cured the lame. The lame, which was a funny word for paralyzed, right? It was just a guy that couldn't walk. He's standing up and walking now. You got to be high. I mean, you have to be kind of high to figure that out. So the fact that people in this day and age, in 2022, are so willing, so very much willing to just accept these stories as truth, right? But that's the thing. If you look at some of these stories and some of these stories have something they're trying to convey, which is a great way to do it, right? That's where these religious texts did it right. There's sometimes where there's a story that they're trying to convey to you. What was the one about the guy who he left his family I forget the story. It was like a shepherd, a poor man, the son of a poor man. He left, he became rich, and he lost it all, and he went back to his family. Something like that. And there's some stories in the Bible like that have great, great messages, and that's a great way to get it across. But for people to sit around and look at that book and say that it's law, look at these texts and say that these ancient fucking people who were very smart, smarter than a lot of people give them credit for, maybe even myself, but they were high, they didn't know anything about the world. They were trying to describe what the fuck was going on in the world. What is a storm? What is this storm? Why are these winds blowing things all over the place? The gods must be angry. God must be angry. Right? It was ancient people on drugs with no explanation for things. And we take that now, and people are, and governments are based on these type of things. I just read it to you guys. There are places in the world where if you're gay, if you like someone of the same sex, something that most people are born as, right? Sure, there's people who change or they switch or whatever, the bisexual, everybody, different strokes for different folks. I got nothing wrong with anybody. But there are countries, there are governments that co-sign that if you are one of these people who want to be with the same sex, that you should be killed. You should be killed. Isn't that fucking insane? Is that not insane to you fucking people? I can't be sitting here reading this shit and thinking that it is insane. What other countries? There's got to be more countries. Was that Cameroon? Nearly half of them are in Africa. In February this year, when was this written? 2021. Angola's President João Lourenço signed into law a revised penal code to allow same-sex relationships and bans discrimination on basis of sexual orientation. All right, that's good. That's very good. So it looks like there's some shit. Botswana's High Court also ruled in favor of decriminalizing homosexuality in 2019. Well, at least it's decriminalized. You can't go to jail for it. They'll just fine you. Are you sucking a cock, sir? Here's a $300 fine, or whatever dirt coins they use there in Botswana. Where the fuck even is Botswana? I thought Botswana was the capital of Zimbabwe. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Because it says Botswana's High Court. Well, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. They got no money there. Who gives a fuck? It's definitely a sick fucking thing. But at least Grindr wasn't selling the data to places like that. Because I am sure, that there are a lot of Grindr users in fucking Trinidad and Tobago. I'm sure there's plenty of them. I'm sure they got their iPhones plugged in right now, ready to swipe. Saying that is like saying, we didn't sell food to Canadians. We didn't sell food to Germany. Places that have all these things. It's like, it's the exact opposite, right? It's the exact opposite. It's just, but here's the thing. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter that they're in the news because Grindr's going to be fine, right? It's going to be okay. I'm sure they'll still go on selling people's data in some fucking way, one way or another. It doesn't matter. It just does not matter. And it's all over. No, I'm just fucking around. You guys know I'm fucking around. What else? What else is going on? We got, how could I forget this? Roe v. Wade is going to be overturned by the Supreme Court. A draft Supreme Court opinion shows that the court has voted to strike down Roe v. Wade. The beautiful Supreme Court, who has our best intentions at heart, is going to get rid of a bill that allows women to do whatever the fuck that they want with their bodies. Could you imagine? That happened in 1973, okay? Which, by the way, that's pretty recent. in reality, right? That's pretty fucking recent. The fact that, I mean, that's not that long ago, 1973. You'd think that that's just a universal thing. I don't know what abortion laws are in other countries. I don't even know if there are laws. I'd like to think that we are the only dumb fucks that are still debating this, are still debating on whether or not a woman can do what she wants with their fucking child, with their fetus. Whatever. It's their body. You know, it's kind of sickening that there are states that will allow that won't allow women to have an abortion past a certain date. And some of these dates, women don't even know that they're pregnant sometimes. How are they going to know? I forgot where it was. It might have been Texas. They'll give them like 6 weeks, 4 weeks. Like, what the fuck is that? How are they ever going to know? Why is, and I'll continue to say this until I fucking die, whatever is happening with our bodies as citizens should not be any concern of the government. In terms of drugs, in terms of sex, and ultimately in terms of abortion. Let's be fucking honest here. Let's be real. I mean, okay, vaccines. We don't want people to get sick. I understand. We don't want people to get sick. They were terrible, terrible, diseases that ran through so many lovely places like the Amazon and all these places where it took people out. They didn't have vaccines. Okay, I get it. I could be a little bit more lenient when it comes to vaccines. Granted, I was bitching and complaining about the COVID vaccine. I got vaccinated. I didn't get the booster shot. Whatever. Who gives a fuck at this point? That's old news. COVID is done. Nobody cares about COVID anymore. We want to know about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. We don't even want to know about World War III. I said this last time. We don't even want to know about that. And now the Supreme Court is just going to... I wonder how that even goes. Is it just a bunch of old judges sitting around grumbling? Well, we could do, let's see if we could dig. What could we dig up today? Well, how about we slap this one on the desk? Roe v. Wade. Let's fuck around with this one. I think today we should fuck around with this one. Like, how do they even go about that shit? How do they decide that now is a time, today, in 2022, so many things have happened, a time of great progression. Let's go backwards. Let's go backwards. Let's say, fuck it. No more abortions. It's... I don't know. I don't understand the process of these things. That's my question. It's the same thing with laws or bills, right? There's bills that sit on the table or they sit on the stand or whatever for ages and nobody knows what the fuck is going to happen. And then they just decide one day, all right, passed. Bing. I don't understand it. It's like it's so abstract to me that something that was settled in 1973 federally allowed abortions. It's allowed. You can do it. Have at it. If you want to have an abortion, everybody's case is different. Go ahead and do it. Depends what state you're in. Depends what, whatever. But the fact that we're still arguing about something like this, it just goes to show we're not as smart as we think, guys. We really aren't. We really are not as smart as we think. But Antonio, soon we're going to be in the metaverse. Antonio, I can send you a picture of my freshly shaven asshole anytime I want. Yeah, that's good. But what about humanity? What about, I'm just here as a social commentator. I'm an orator. Not a good one, but I'm just here talking about the things that I see. And what I see is that we still argue over the same stupid fucking things. It's because they're just there, I think. I think at this point, it's because they're just there. I think that there is, if there weren't things for us to argue about, what the fuck would we do? I think that's what it is. I think people are just nervous to live in harmony with each other, where people are accepting of one another and nobody gets in anybody's way and governments aren't tyrannical and they don't have these arbitrary rules. I think people are nervous about that. I don't think people can picture that. No matter how far we've come as humans, how long we've been around, 1 billion years or something? I don't fucking know. We've gotten to this point from fucking monkeys. From monkeys running around in the woods, eating each other's shit. Now, yes, we've created societies and we've done this, but I've spoken about this before. We've created our own jungle, our own ecosystem, our own forms of competition and evolution. You mean to tell me that you think that homeless guy on the street eating out of the garbage is the same as Jeff Bezos? They're the same. They're the same person. They're the same creature biologically. But in terms of nature and nurture and all that shit, you think they're the same? Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. It's not true. You think me and Jesus Christ are the same? No, I got him beat every day of the week, twice on Sundays, especially on Sundays. My day. No. Jesus Christ doesn't exist, so there's no comparison. But just the simple fact that we're still arguing about nonsense, it's the George Carlin. I always go back to George Carlin, which, by the way, there looks to be a phenomenal documentary coming out on him. We're barely out of the jungle, folks. We can write a sonnet. We can play a piano. We can do this. We're barely out of the fucking jungle. And he's right. And he said that in the 90s. He said that in the late 90s. And we're still in that same fucking spot. The fact that we're arguing about whether or not a person can do something with their own body. Go fuck yourself. A governing body of people just like me and you. People at the core, biologically a human. We have put trust into them to guide us and lead us toward a fucking decent society. They're the ones who decide whether or not we can do something with our own fucking bodies. Wait till they start outlawing jerking off. Once they start outlawing to watch, jerking off one day is going to go to court and they're going to say, hey, you're killing life. There's life there. So you can't jerk off. No more jerking off. And people will do it. All right. No, hey, that's the law. No more jerking off. You can jerk off from the ages of different states. You know, there's different things. More progressive states will let you jerk off till you're 35. Other states, you got to stop. You have a small window from 13 to 15. No more jerking off after that. That's it. You're done. That's what the new law is going to be. Can't jerk off. It's just stupidness. So, figured I'd touch on that little, that little thing. Again, I try not to speak too much out of turn and too much, I don't have a stake in the game, guys. I just am appalled at humanity most of the time. Most of the time. Sometimes I'm like, wow, that's good. But most of the time I'm appalled. But I had mentioned just a second ago about this new Carlin documentary, and I wanted to take a minute to talk about that because I'm very, very excited to listen to that. Carlin was an example of a person who at one point wanted one thing, and he talks about this. He at one point wanted one thing. He wanted to get people to notice him. He wanted to maybe be in the movies, maybe do this or that. And then he realized he wasn't made for it. What he was doing was much more powerful, which is why there's a fucking documentary that's going to be made about him now. You know, what he was doing is timeless, absolutely timeless. And he was putting shit on Front Street, which to me is some of the most masterful comedy, not even just comedy, I should say it is a masterful way to be an artist, to put people's bullshit out on Front Street. It is. Carlin, Hicks, Hunter S. Thompson, these guys put everyone's bullshit right in front of them and force them to smell it. Rub their fucking face in it. Do you understand? Like, that to me is... They're my biggest... Hicks and Carlin are my two biggest... I don't want to say idols, but what's the word I'm looking for? Influences. Two biggest influences in comedy. When I go up on stage, I want to beat people over the head. I want to say, hey, listen up, you stupid fucks. Listen up. And I'm a stupid fuck too. I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal. I'm a stupid fuck, and I would love if someone would put my hypocrisy out. You know, that's why I listen to Hicks and I listen to Carlin, because they say shit that I do. They say shit that we all do. But they also have an interesting perspective on what they think is right. And what they think is most human, right? Humanistic. It's what is... It's funny, because both of those guys were incredibly cynical and whatever, but they were both humanistic type people. They were people who believed in humans. They believed that we were here to do more than what we've done. And you hoped that they were right, but it turns out they're not. I mean, we still got 40 years or so to figure something out before the world ends, right? How long do we think until the post office is obsolete? I asked this question in the group chat the other day, and I got a couple responses, and they seem to think that it'll be around for a while. They seem to think that there's too much tied to the post office, and there's too many systems and whatever in place, and the post office is an important place. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking that the generation that uses the post office the most will be gone pretty soon. And the generation that's coming up, they'll probably not need to use the post office. You know? I mean, what is... Other than packages and shit getting checked and that type of stuff, everything else can be done online. And that's online. That's Web 2. That's Web 2. We're going into Web 3. Who's going to the fucking post office? We're going to Web 3. You can get a passport in the metaverse and go wherever you want in the metaverse. You can pay bills online. You can, eventually, another argument was a lot of places do ads. Credit card companies, it's hard to ignore. It's hard to ignore what they are selling to you when they give you something physical in the mail. I don't know how true that is. I ignore a lot of that shit. As soon as I see it, I throw it the fuck away, right? I mean, I guess emails you can actually ignore, like you just don't open it. But I will miss being able to rip up a credit card ad. You know, I am going to miss being able to open my mailbox and say, whoa, Chase Sapphire, whoosh, ripped. Ha, that's nice. I like that. You know, that is satisfying. It's just like the old bit where cell phones took over and now you can't hang up on anybody. You know, you just beep. Where before, I'll fuck you too. Clang, and you hang it the fuck up. I'm just going to get rotary phones in my house so I can do that. And just clang. There's not even landlines anymore. Landlines have gone away quicker than I have been alive, I guess. I don't know if that's the way to do it, but when I was a kid, my buddy Dave, who's been on the show, his family didn't have a fucking home phone. They didn't. I'm sure a lot of families didn't fucking... And now, I mean, Jesus Christ, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone with a home phone. They're the worst. They are the worst. They have the worst ringtones. The ringtone that my family had is buried into my fucking head forever. Bing, 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 ding-a-ling. Bing, 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 ding-a-ling. Bing, bing, ding-a-ling, ding, 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 bing, bing, ding, ding, ding-a-ling. Forever. Because nobody answered them, right? It was always bullshit. Who called people on house phones? I mean, my grandmother has a house phone, right? She's got one. She's got to call all her old friends in Italy and all these other places. But she's got a cell phone too, and she's 85. You know, when my generation is 85, what the fuck are we going to have? Cell phones are going to be like, we're going to have cell phones. People are going to be like, ha, you fucking old bitch. You old son of a bitch. I can just think something to my friends. I can just say, will you jerk me off in the bathroom later? In my mind. And then they can respond, sure, just make sure you bring the baby oil. Right? It's just two people communicating. Unless someone else, checks in. Hey, guys, can I come? I'll hold the balls from the back. Sure, three's a party. And everyone's just communicating in the mind. I think there'll be a time when they'll be able to advertise to us that way as well. If everyone goes ahead and gets Neuralinks in their brain or whatever the fuck. I know Neuralink is supposed to be a thing that helps people with Alzheimer's and mental deterioration disorders and all that stuff. I understand that. And that's, beneficial. But how long until that technology takes a left turn and Google gets its grubby fucking hands on it? And it gets all the shit that you're thinking about and sells that information to companies that are trying to sell you shit. Right? And even if you don't get an ad in your brain that says, buy fucking KY jellies, because you were thinking, because after you jerked off, you were doing mental imagery while you were jerking off, and there were KY jellies involved. So now Google, who had that chip in your fucking head, is selling your information to them. I don't necessarily mean that, but maybe we'll get notifications on our phones, or we'll get notifications on some new kind of technology, and you're gonna be like, holy fuck, I thought about that, and now it's coming up. I think that'll be a thing, and it'll be way quicker than mail. It'll be way quicker than whatever. It'll be hardest to ignore. It'll be hardest, maybe not ignore. I shouldn't say ignore. It'll be hardest to avoid, right? Because again, you can rip up mail, you can ignore emails, but your own thoughts. What are you gonna start regulating your own thoughts now? Don't think about this. Don't think about that. No. At least on a computer, you can ignore certain sites. You can block pop-ups. You can do this type of thing. You almost have a little bit of control. You can unplug, right? Some people live an unplugged lifestyle, and it can be done. But if it's in your brain, if Google marketed and said, hey, we have this new technology that we can implant in your brain. It's a small, very small, minuscule. It's a millimeter by a millimeter. Ha! I'm a fucking idiot. It's a millimeter by millimeter little square chip that we would put right into your cerebellum or some other fucking spot in your head, and your depression is cured, or you're smarter, or you can articulate better, or whatever. They'll have all different kinds, and you'll have an app on your phone where you can control it. Where today you have a big speech in front of people, so you want to make sure that you can speak better than you would if you were just hanging out with your friends, and you can customize it and all this stuff. And people are like, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm a person that speaks a lot, and I would like to have that. And they put it in they put it right in your head. Quick procedure. You're out the same day. You don't even need stitches. They staple you up, and you're good to go. Next thing you know, you're thinking about hot dogs, or you're thinking about anal beads, and bling on your phone. Look at this. There's a sale at Adam and Eve for chocolate-flavored anal beads. Wow. This is what modern... You're fucked. You're fucked at that point. I forgot who said it. There's a quote somewhere. Somebody said it. It said, think before they make that illegal too. Because then, who's to stop them from banging the door down when you have a thought, an illegal thought, right? Once that shit starts being implemented, we're done. Ultimately, you have the choice to put the thing in your fucking head until they make that not a choice either. But, they could... you think something that isn't, you're not supposed to think. And boom. Now there's people knocking at your door. You got Gestapos pulling up on your ass. And it's weird. It's a weird fucking thing, and I think that it's closer than a lot of people think. My estimation about the post office was 20 years, and that might be kind of light. But if you think about how far technology has come in the past 20 years, it has grown quicker than the 20 years before that, and the 20 years before that, and the 20 years before that. Right? 20 years ago, was an iPhone around? 2002? When was the first iPhone made? Were smartphones a thing in 2002? Let's see. Were smartphones around in 2002? Let's see. Mobile phones in 2002. Nokia. It's all Nokia. A bunch of Nokia fucking phones. And they're all... let's see. Let's look at a picture. Hey, they won't show it. 2002. What were the common cell phones in 2002? What phone was out in Nokia 6100. LCD screen, internet connectivity through GPRS. Let's see what a Nokia 6100 looks like. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's literally what you would think it looks like. It's a little fucking square, and you could buy them. You can buy... Wow, they were calling it a smartphone in these days because it was connected to the internet. So, okay, smartphones were around. But they looked like fucking phones. They looked like regular phones. They looked like cell phones. And nobody wanted to use text. The internet was expensive. The charges for text were expensive. And now, 20 years later, we're able to send people things immediately. Immediately. Almost just in thin air. We could just send people shit. Like AirDrop. You could be on a plane and send everyone on the plane who's on their MacBook that has AirDrop on a picture of your ball sack. You could do that. You could send them a picture of your aunt spread eagle on a park bench if you fucking wanted to. I know that's tough to find. It's tough to find a picture of your aunt. It depends who your family is, you know. If you're the Menendez brothers, it might be a little easier. But technology progresses, and it's only getting quicker because technology is more advanced, right? There's more electric cars in 2002. No, right? I don't know when Tesla started, but I don't think it was in 2002. And if it was, nobody gave a fuck, right? I think Elon Musk just sold PayPal around that time. Nobody gave a fuck about electric cars. Funny thing, though, I should say this. I may have spoken it on here before. Electric cars were actually very, very popular in when cars first started coming around. Electric cars were the thing, but they got phased out because of a man named Rockefeller. John D. Rockefeller. The man who started Standard Oil and took over the fucking planet and stopped progress and burned through more fossil... was the catalyst to burning more fossil fuels and attributing to fucking up the planet more than anybody. And he got rich like a mother. I mean, he's, the second richest person to ever live? Third? I don't know. He's up there. I mean, his great-great-great-grandson is probably rich like a motherfucker. He lives in Rhode Island. One of his, fucking, what's the word? I don't know. Great-great-grandson, we'll say. someone who's in his goddamn family's got a lot of goddamn money still. If you got the Rockefeller name, you're okay for life, probably. But yeah, it was a time where electric cars were the thing. And then hear this one out. Ford, another innovator in the automotive industry, Ford started working on an engine that could be run by alcohol, ethanol, and not ethanol, alcohol in general. And you can get alcohol from anything. You can get it from corn, you can get it from all different kinds of stuff. Alcohol was much easier to get, less energy it takes, but this was a big threat to Standard Oil, which was Rockefeller's company. And Rockefeller believed that competition didn't like it, wasn't a fan of it. So he went ahead and petitioned for prohibition. So when prohibition came out, no more alcohol-powered cars because alcohol was illegal. So now cars that ran on ethanol needed to have oil in it as well. So the engines needed to be modified. So boom. Another one, streetcars. Goodyear used to be a streetcar company. Electric streetcars. He had so much money, Rockefeller, that he bought out the company, bought out all the cars, converted them into buses that ran on Standard Oil. Ha ha! I recommend you guys watch how Big Oil took over the world. It's a YouTube video. I've recommended it for years. I don't know how many people have ever watched it, but it is incredible. Incredible. The shit that happened. I mean, that guy had more money than God, you know, and it went on for a long fucking time. And it just goes to show, man, if you got the money, you got the fucking world. I mean, we're fortunate that our billionaire is a savior, right? Elon Musk. He's doing things that are hopefully good, right? We think they look good, you know? And I shouldn't say our billionaire because there's more billionaires now than there's ever fucking been. And, you know, they all do fucked up fucking things, regardless. To get to be worth $200 billion, you're probably stepping on a couple necks, right? You're probably stomping some people out. You're probably ruining some livelihoods and industries and that type of thing. In the name of progress, of course. But we're fortunate that, right now, we're fortunate that Elon Musk is out here doing good things for us. Doing good things. Nice things. Hopefully. Putting people on Mars, rockets that come back. That shit is cool. It's very cool. Trying to help, the climate and whatever the fuck else. So, at the end of the day, guys, the day is done. As well as this motherfucking episode. I completely forgot that it's Cinco de Mayo. I'm doing a show on tonight at Stevie D's in Riverside in East Providence, Rhode Island. So if you're there, show the fuck up. It's free. It's free. I've been talking about it for a while. It's free. You got to be 21 to show up. So show up to that. Also, tomorrow I'm going to be at the Best Western in West Haven. Should be a fun time. Floyd Whitehead, also known as J.B. Smooth's brother, is putting on a show there. I'm going to be doing 15 minutes there. It's my longest set I've ever done. I'm probably going to bomb. I'm doing some new stuff. But, hey, that's what the fucking game is. And then next Thursday... Is it next Thursday? Next Wednesday? I'm trying to say... No. Yeah, next Thursday. I'm going to be at Pump House in Kingston. And then the 22nd of May, I'm going to be at the Comedy Connection again. Love doing the Comedy Connection. Great room, great fun. Guys, enjoy your day of cultural appropriation. I am very excited to come out and see all of the white girls wearing sombreros and drinking tequila by the gallon. Very excited for that. I'm excited for all the taco specials. I haven't had a good taco in a fucking while. The food out here in Connecticut is garbage. I just want to let you guys know that. The food sucks. Like, it sucks. Like, most of it is not very good. In terms of small local places, there's a Mexican place right down the street. I've talked about it on here. I've shit on them for a while. They suck. So if you're in Connecticut, if you're in New London, Connecticut, don't go to Mi Casa Mexican Restaurante, whatever the fuck it's called. It sucks. It's so trash, like a lot of the fucking food here. I'm not a fan of this place. As you guys know, I am a foodie. I like to eat. I like to try different foods. And this place is not conducive to that. I have yet to find a place that I like. There's this Chinese buffet that I go to. It's not because it's good, but I go there because I hate myself sometimes. And I like to gorge when I feel upset. So I can go up there 18 times and just keep eating and eating and eating and eating and fucking eating. I'm going to get my money's worth at a buffet, goddammit. You're not going to fuck with me. But I go there because of that. I don't think the food is great. I've had better Chinese food than that. But nonetheless, guys, thank y'all for listening and playing along. I'll talk to you on Monday. Peace. Hey, I'm back to reiterate all the stuff that I said at the top of the show. Follow and subscribe. Bye-bye.